Hello, it's 6:07 right p.m. right now. I was just gaslit with I've been dealing with noise harassment and noise campaigns pretty much all day so far. And I just missed it um that they just had, I don't know if it was a motorcycle or a loud vehicle that I just tried to get on the audio on film and they rode off so loud and so fast. So I had accomplished taking a bath today, feeling so depressed. I took a bath today and it took me what seemed like 30 minutes to comb out my hair with the conditioner in it. And some of it kind of seemed like it was coming out. And I've been having like knots and stuff in my hair. And so it's like I have been still trying to been battling depression and feeling sad and stuff. So it's like I am not ready to have to be back on the streets by Friday, and then supposed to have to, if I'm back on the streets, have to deal with the rain and stuff like that. So yeah, I am both low on food and money, and I applied for some more job. I mean, some more jobs online, and I kind of feel like I just been feeling like I just give up. But it's like I'm trying something I can do to survive without waiting on it or depending on others to hire me. And the answer is no. So I was, while I was in the tub, I was thinking up like all kinds of, I didn't even take a detox bath, just a regular one. But while I was in the tub, I you know had a whole bunch of thoughts on my mind and ideas and stuff on my mind, and it's like now I kind of can't even articulate what the thoughts or ideas were about. But I guess I have like I guess I still have performance anxiety with my short stories and stuff and regular writing. Performance anxiety and stuff, and feeling like people might get offended if I write this or if I say that. And sometimes I just don't even care and say what I want. But but so it's like I noticed that people on Twitter, as I said, they're so fake that they will like my me trying to get the word out and share about my short stories or whatever. Most of them are ignored. Most of my tweets in general are ignored, but I see how people operate though. The fact that if somebody promotes witchcraft and anything evil and vampires, that gets like mass retweets. But when it comes to somebody like me, if I try to promote like or share um, a blog post or um, a, a blog post or something, or a Ko-fi post, or sharing my YouTube videos, I get pretty much ignored. But I don't know, it's like I'm trying very hard to fight to not give up on the struggle to survive, and it's like I almost don't have a way to survive anymore. Um and to struggle with being almost penniless and broke and hungry for 2 weeks, because this Friday's April 15th, and then as far as I know, the next check I might get is May 3rd, which will be longer than 2 weeks. Probably 3 weeks. Well, 3 weeks from now, I think. That's a long time. And I mean, I just really feel bad. And I feel like a burden asking for help. I feel like a burden asking for help, and I even applied for certain jobs out of being so desperate, I guess, and feel like I'm tired of begging and panhandling and tired of being a burden. I even went as far as to apply for certain jobs out of state, and I don't know how to. I don't know. Um, but I really hate. I cannot function in cold weather and stuff like that, and I do the best in warmer climates like the South, like my hometown, New Orleans, or anywhere in Mississippi or Alabama, here in Pensacola, or anywhere. Um, but I really wish I could stay here. But it's been almost 3 years since I've been here, and still battling chronic homelessness. I feel like something has to be done. You know, I understand they have some people who may not be able to help. Hold up. They may not be able to help, or they may not be able to afford to help. I understand that. That's understandable. But the ones who are, trying to tell everybody, not to help me, and, you know, some people, I don't know who came up with the false idea that majority rule. Because if they got a whole bunch of people speaking ill of you or speaking bad about you, people gonna, they automatically take action to destroy you, or make like if they refuse to support you or help you out and stuff. Because on Twitter, I'm sorry, not Twitter. I meant to say on YouTube and Google. You Google search my name, and the first things that pop up, or the top post, is the false smear campaigns about me done by perps, to ensure that employers, if they see those videos, I for sure can't get a doggone job. I cannot get a job. They'll make sure I can't get a job. But the perps, they're already taken care of. And I'm going to say it, criminally, illegally, and undeservingly, they're taken care of. Living a comfortable life. So I mean, it's like me feeling extremely depressed and moping, and feel like I'm just, you know, doing stuff, trying to do whatever to try to help myself to cope. Um, Being homeless is not comfortable anyway. You know, it's a very torturous feeling. And I've tried, exhausted and tried whatever I could. You know, as I said, with my disability and hypersensitivity, I cannot function in cold weather. And so, you know, I need to stay down south. I need to stay in the south. But then again, I couldn't be in places like Miami either because it would be too extremely hot, but also too noisy. You know, no, it's not quiet down there. But all I know is people in Miami, um, there's food everywhere. I know that. If they got mango trees everywhere, banana trees everywhere, orange trees everywhere, um, coconut trees everywhere, they ain't got to worry with that, you know. But I only been to, I mean, if it weren't for Janet, I would have never saw foot in my, I mean, I would have never set foot in Miami or Orlando or Fort Lauderdale. But I remember years ago, I mean, a few years ago, I felt like I wanted to move to Fort Lauderdale. But, but then again, I mean, I wanted to move there knowing nothing about it. but, um, I mean, I just wish I had stabilized housing, a way to get it here in either Pensacola or the surrounding areas, or even back in my hometown, New Orleans. But it seems like as if I'm very hated here. And I'm also hated in my hometown, New Orleans. I felt kicked out. And so I didn't, you know where else to go. But you can't be homeless on the streets just anywhere because many places you can end up going to jail or get criminalized. And you're just trying to survive. And the online perps, they laugh and make false rumors that I you know that I like to go potty in other people's backyards. That's the online YouTube smear campaign about me, that I like to go and potty in other people's backyards when I'm homeless on the streets, and that's not true. But you know, y'all not gonna believe me anyway. That was an abandoned church that I used to you know, it was near the sleep spot. And so if you're a homeless TI, a homeless targeted individual, what perps will do is they will try to run you out of the area, or they will try to if it's a abandoned spot, they will call the police on you and lie to the police and say that they own that property. But I've seen perps themselves, you know, trespass on private property, on other people's private property while doing perp activity towards me, you know. But it's Tuesday and no luck with, I don't want to use that word luck, but I guess I don't have any other choice. I don't know what other word to use for a substitute. I don't know what other word to use for a substitute, but no luck with job opportunities. And the perps, they want to keep the smear campaign fueling and going. You know, they don't want the smear campaigns and lies to die. And so, um, other homeless people, they're not falsely accused of, you know, um, being obsessed with money. But I get that false accusation, and I'm just, trying to survive. And they're making it really difficult for me. And so, I mean, back in 2019, I was homeless on the streets in my hometown, New Orleans. And I didn't, like, it was about April 1st or somewhere around April 1st. Maybe slightly before, but I don't remember what that YouTube video was about. But I started doing videos talking about the foster family and the narcissistic abuse. And then I finally got my final answer about the gang stalking. And then on April 18th, they had a shady setup to ban me from the college that where I was the one, the college where I graduated from. And I even went to the UNO, University of New Orleans Career Services. They even said they couldn't help me. And they had a covert blacklisting of all the temp service jobs that I had, like Shift Gig and Global Staffing Solutions, Lofton Staffing, what's the other? Oh man, Remedy Intelligence Staffing, and all, whatever gang stalking setups and stuff, and Shift Gig. After that shady situation that happened, they stopped recommending me jobs. And so, as a way to survive, I mean, I was sitting on UNO's campus outside in 37-degree weather and couldn't sleep because I was too cold. And then, they let me stay on the campus for at least 6 months. And then afterwards, they try to make a random day to ban me from the math building and the library and stuff. And I don't think I was banned from the whole campus though. I don't think. But and the police was called on me frequently. Like people were always calling the police on me and making, look, I'm a female, but they wanted to make reports of this homeless man sleeping on a campus. So, but then nobody, I didn't realize it was part of the gang stalking. That they had me. I mean, they threatened to have me arrested, but they had this homeless perp with a dog who was not a student, and his name was Bradley, and he was a homeless, dirty ass perp with the dog, and he was dirty, and his dog was dirty, and so I watched the police, smile in his face and treat him nice, just because he had a dog. But I was a whole damn alumni there. This is how I get treated. So, especially at night, they would not let me even, be on the campus at all. And I had no family wanted me around. Even my eternally drunk auntie Yvonne, she is hateful enough that I couldn't even sleep in her backyard. She just don't want me around at all. Even if I were to pay her, she still nah. I'm just not welcome. And you never know what mood she's gonna be in because she's an alcoholic. And the biological sister Ramona, she keeps chaos and bed bugs and roaches, and she's a perp and a witch. So through the lies, false rumors, and smear campaigns, I couldn't even stay by other family members or extended family. They have a certain opinion about me because of family, false rumors, lies, and smear campaigns that they think is funny. And nobody in the family would give me a dime or even a penny, and I won't even reach out to ask them for anything either. But the answer is always no. So I don't ask my family for nothing. But then me being homeless because I'm targeted, they'll make it like as if I'm like made myself homeless on purpose for pity, sympathy, and attention. Who the hell would do something like that? And I have a bachelor's degree. But as I said, it's like they want to try to make me out to be as super retarded, mentally off, slow, and crazy as they possibly can make me look. And so, I don't depend on the family or ask the family for anything. And I can't. I'm not allowed to. But, they can, take my money whenever, as I said, I couldn't be living in New Orleans around family and have had my tax refund or even the whatever stimulus check. It would have been gone within seconds of me receiving it. And then they'll try to bully you and aggressively demand the answer. Oh, how much was your tax refund? But they wouldn't tell me how much tax refund money they got. Or they hound you down for your money that you work for. And stuff like that. And the family, if they think that I'm that retarded, that, or mentally slow and off, and say that my reasoning is off, if they got family rumors that other people that I'm not smart enough to have written those ebooks by myself, they wanted to try to make it like, oh, Candy had help to write that. No, I did write those ebooks all by myself. The ebook, short stories, and everything, all by myself. Just like I overheard family rumors that Ramona said this about me when I evacuated for Hurricane Katrina. Wondering how's that retarded BITC, how's that retarded bitch so smart enough to drive all the way to Milwaukee by herself. And it's like they foster and biological family members, they created certain situations on purpose to sabotage me getting to graduate from college. Like I had so much potential, but without family, foster or biological family created crisis and being sabotaged. Without that, I could have had higher GPAs in school. But then again, being targeted, I guess no matter what, I could have summa cum laude and magna cum laude or whatever, and still blacklisted and can't get a job nowhere because I'm targeted. And so, and then I have to hear, when people don't know me, and they might see me for 2 years and tell me, well, Candy, you're a very nice person, or you have a heart of gold, or you have a big heart, or you're a beautiful soul. But then the lies, false rumors, and smear campaigns, they'll be like, don't let Candy fool you. They'll try to make it like as if I pretend to fake, vulnerability, which is not the case. I am who I am, and, I'm not that good at faking things. So I just, all I know how to do is just be myself. But, the abusive, narcissistic perps make false smear campaigns and lie and say that, Candy is not a nice person, or Candy is not a good person, or Candy's very wicked and evil, or she's demonic, or she's possessed, or that Candy is the devil, or that Candy is Satan incarnate, and everything like that. And so they act like they think they have the authority to punish me. And I have to just be reminded all day, every day, that, you're punished, or you deserve to be punished. So I had all these thoughts in my mind, but now, I was able to remember some of the thoughts that I was thinking while I was taking a bath. But, this is really scary to, be very low on money and food. And I'm not feigning sympathy at all. This is what I'm really going through. So, if what else was I supposed to do? I was able to get like 2 weeks worth of motel stay here, plus some food, toiletries, and much needed items on Amazon. And I didn't spend a whole lot. I think I spent less than, I don't remember how much I spent, but I'm pretty sure it was probably less than $150 or somewhere around there, with, things that I needed on Amazon. And then I bought, toiletries and stuff, just stuff to live, pretty much. And I spent only under $30 on, that one dinner. And so, and I bought, a little bit of food to live on, to survive. And so I'm kind of low on food, and low on money, and, facing the strong threat of having to be back on the streets by this coming Friday. And then feeling anxiety about having to if Friday night or Saturday morning and maybe Tuesday night, I might have to deal with being rained on and having no shelter overhead, and I can't have a tent. Well, first of all, I don't have the money for a tent, and number two, if I were to have a tent, then the police would confiscate it and arrest me and take me to jail. So, it's like, and I couldn't even say, well, if I have this little bit of money or this little bit of food, and people might be like, well, shut up, because be grateful you even have any food, because most people don't have any food at all. That's narcissistic attacks. Their comments while they're freaking living in luxury, eating their filet mignon and you know, luxury. I mean, if they can have like filet mignon and lobster and cheesecake and stuff, but it's like I ran out of chicken and like the frozen chicken I don't have no more, and I have one can of tuna left, and I think I have like um a can of, what is that stuff called, corned beef. And so well, for dinner I guess I'll have, I made some rice and beans in the microwave yesterday, but I felt bad because some of the beans had burned. And so I guess I have rice and beans for dinner tonight. And but I had put coconut oil in the rice, so I'm sitting here feeling scared, like hoping nothing bad would happen to me if I were to have, open up the can of corned beef. I think I may have a couple of cans of clams or something, but the way my teeth are, I had a hard time, you know, chewing on the clams. I think when I had clam chowder about a month or two ago, and I had difficulty chewing on the clams because of my teeth and stuff. But I think I have like a few little cans of vegetables and just and a couple little miscellaneous stuff. But the fresh stuff, all I have left is 2 oranges and one more purple sweet potato. I ran out of milk. I have a half a box of cereal. Um, the half a box of cereal, I ran out of milk, and I have like a few little packets of, um, breakfast. Well, I mean, I ran out of the flavored packets of um, the farina. I got 2 more packs of oatmeal left, and I have like some grits left, and maybe some unflavored farina left, and I have very little bit of honey left. Um, but I'm just living, just trying to survive day to day, and it's really torturous that if you're limited on food, but at the same time you're having all these food cravings, craving this or craving that, but you can't have it because you don't have the money to get it, so you just living and surviving trying to survive day to day. And I don't even know if I'll get any calls back. I mean, any more calls back or any responses from, the jobs that I've applied for. And I don't know. I'm just like, as I said, I'm sorry that I keep on sounding like a broken record, just talking about how scared I am to have to end up back on the streets. And then, dealing with Alex Dupree, the online perps have something to say about, oh, Candy can afford to $40 round trip to go to the beach and stuff. Well, it's either to go to the beach, with, go to the beach and be safe, or be harassed by Alex Dupree and get captured and wrongfully arrested unnecessarily just because he keeps, I'm gonna say it, harassing and fucking with me. If I try to avoid him and say nothing and go the opposite way, and then he'll, if I try to go somewhere else, he's at if I at the new spot later on that day. I'm just trying to trigger and provoke me and trying to pick arguments or fights with me on purpose to try to set me up to get locked up in a mental institution or jail. And so to keep the peace down, I would try to go, if I had, any Social Security money left over, I would go to the beach or one of the libraries away from downtown. But, I have to be harassed and abused all day downtown. But he would gang stalk me at the mall or this place or that place. And I'm like, well, no wonder why the people at the mall, at the food court at the mall, if they act rude to me if I try to go order food. And they had that place called Brickery's Grill in the mall, where those ladies will be abusive and mean and, act like as if they're frustrated and disgusted with me. Being a frequent customer, sometimes almost daily customer, and you were able to get a whole dinner plate, a filling dinner that's, you get some chicken and vegetables and potatoes or rice or chow mein or something, $5. But then they started to treat me really bad when I try to go there. But that would be the cheapest and the most affordable, dinner I can get. But now I can't even go to the mall all the time no more because I can't ride the buses no more. So, I mean, I'm not banned from the mall. I can still go to the mall, but I'm just saying, like, for me to be treated, with abuse and disrespect, it seems like even if you're a paying customer at a restaurant or a cafe that you go to every day, you can be like in New Orleans, I saw these men. They said that they've been going to that same Burger King near University of New Orleans, UNO. They said that they've been going every day, being a daily I don't know why they would love or worship Burger King so much. If they're New Orleans natives, why they can't like the New Orleans food? But nah, they worship Burger King to the point where they would be like daily customers since the 70s. Or something like that. I think that's what I overheard them saying. And so, because they're not homeless, so it's okay for them to be daily customers. But for me to be homeless and a daily customer at a place, they will ban me and shut me away forever. You've worn out your welcome. That only applies to people that's homeless and targeted. And they got some daily customers that go through the drive-thru at McDonald's every day. But, I can't even eat McDonald's and Burger King for health reasons. And plus, McDonald's and Burger King, and even Taco Bell is not affordable anymore. Wendy's is not even affordable no more. So I have to stay away from that kind of food. And it's it's like I mean I already mentioned about how I can't go to homeless soup kitchens. Well, now can't take an Uber ride over there. That costs too much money. Can't take the buses. So if I gotta be downtown and eat and banned from at least 75% of the restaurants downtown, due to not forget being targeted. I mean, due to just me being homeless. And so, um, to live off of beans, rice, and tortilla every day, and then be falsely accused of living in luxury. If the beans, rice, and tortilla chips and salsa cost $3.99, they probably raised the prices. But to be perped and abused and cheated for something like that, you know, I got kicked out of and wrongfully banned from the Whataburger downtown, and they used to perp me really bad at the Waffle House downtown also. It seemed like I get perped at every Whataburger, just about every Waffle House, every time I order Subway. And it's been a long time. I don't really touch McDonald's and stuff no more. So, I mean, it's very hard, trying to survive. And what do I do if I just live on the streets and ask for nothing at all and be rained on and have no place to pee or anything like that, and you know end up with the possibility of going to jail, and people don't care, or I mean, if they want to criminal, this is how everything is. Like, if they want you to go to jail for being homeless and trying to survive, but then they don't want to they got so many roadblocks and traps that they don't want to help you with housing or a job, but they want to keep you homeless and everything. and so, I mean, I'm just really scared, you know. But oh yeah, and I think I have one last duck egg left. And I have an avocado, but I'm not sure if it's still good, safe to eat, or if it's still good. But as far as I know, the freezer is just about empty, and the fridge is very low on food. And I think I may have like a couple of cans of food. I mean, a few little cans of food. But it's like, because I'm not promoting evil. That's why I mean, I can have a well-written book speaking the truth, or if I write a fiction novel based on probable truth, that gets overlooked and ignored. But if I promote vampires and werewolves and witchcraft and full moon, and have it glorified and glamorized, oh, it will sell like hotcakes. But I don't want to go in that direction. Or if I write a novel or a fiction book or story that glorifies and promotes a Christian compromising and turning to the dark side, oh, that's what you call the popular Christian fiction. The same people who will ban me off their writing forums and community forums, or if they might have like a fiction novel based on a watered down false gospel, or creating their own fake gospel, that gets so much attention. So, I mean, I don't know how to draw. And so, I mean, I heard that a lot of people who do drawing and artwork, that's no longer appreciated nowadays because people worship corporations nowadays. I mean, they ignore and don't pay attention to the mom and pop stores. They rather worship the corporations. And so we're stuck in a situation where we were brainwashed and taught a whole bunch of just useless information in school, not being taught how to be self-sufficient or survive. They attack and destroy the family unit, and having family members hating and stalking and spying on each other. They've destroyed and ruined the church. The courts are corrupt. And I mean, they have that Bible scripture that said ever learning but never able to come to see that. The Bible scripture that says ever learning but never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. You see how much noise harassment now that I mentioned about the Bible? They want to make sure this message ain't heard. But the Bible saying ever learning but never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. I think it's like in 1st or 2nd Timothy or somewhere. I forgot. But I know I need to stop being scared, being fearful. And speaking of this loud noise, I had been dealing with when I was in the tub taking a bath. I think I may have mentioned it already. I apologize if I did, but they had some gang stalker with a loud vehicle, loud music, and I felt trapped in the tub because I didn't even get to wash myself yet. And my peace was ruined by 5 or 10 minutes of loud music and loud noise with a raggedy that might be that same raggedy white car that comes over. So I felt trapped in the tub for about 5 or 10 minutes. I couldn't get out to go, and I just felt so mentally tortured by the noise abuse and stuff like that. But I'm tired of people trying to make like other people deserve or that they're good enough to be worthy of such privileges in life, like driving new luxury cars, owning yachts, and owning businesses. And people try to make like that they got the good things that they got in life by hard work. But no, doing the devil's work. And then if you try to say that these people who are successful because they're sold to the devil, and which is true, people will try to make like as if you're jealous or you're a hater. And then I have to hear narcissistic lectures about how hating gets you nowhere. Or if you expose the truth, they'll try to falsely accuse you of being a money-hungry clout chaser. And so, I'm sorry if I may sound repetitive, saying some things that I may have said in previous videos, So, if I'm just, trying to survive, and so I'm saying that I need help with at least $400 to stay here another week. But, to stay here another week and plus have a little bit of food. But I mean, sorry if I'm sounding kind of like as if I'm all over the place mentally. But yeah, I mean, I was trying to say that people were talking about. I mean, they'll try to make like as if you're a jealous, um, money hungry clout chaser who that you're jealous of that person who sold out to get the things that they get. But what makes them feel like they deserve a brand new luxury car, a yacht, a condo, their own business and stuff like that. But I'm not even supposed to have a minimum wage part-time janitorial job. Oh, I'm not allowed to have that, or I'm not even allowed to reap the benefits of my labor. Or I get attacked for rewarding myself with a small little dinner treat. For working. I mean, having a job and working, and the online perks are narcissistic enough that they condemn me for a $10 dinner. So I'm praying for all the help I can get. Um, I'm just, as I say, I'm praying for all the help I can get. You know, and the perps, as I say, they maliciously shut down the GoFundMe, and I have another fundraiser. But the other fundraiser might take a whole week or so, to get any funds. But anything helps. But the quickest way would be my PayPal and Cash App. That's at the bottom of the description box. And I'm just, you know, as I said, an able-bodied male can get far more help and easier help than a disabled female. So, and then suffering chronic sleep deprivation on top of this. And when I wrote the short story yesterday, I went to reread it over. I thought I read it over several times yesterday and thought it was okay. And so then I come back today and realize how many typos and grammatical errors that I had because I was very sleep deprived. Plus, they were torturing me yesterday with the vibrating when I was trying to write. And so, I didn't even eat anything at all until 2 o'clock this afternoon. I mean, earlier I was filling out job applications or trying to submit job applications. And so my first meal of the day was 2 packs of farina and a little thing of applesauce, you know, and that was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I went to take a bath. And then, you know, I had a hard time on YouTube because it seemed like as if they wouldn't let me switch accounts on my different channels. That gave me a hard time. And so now I'm just doing a video. And I really hate being a burden and having to ask for help. And I'm tired of begging. I'm tired of panhandling. I'm tired of being forced to live this life. And I just wish to get stabilized and have, a decent, even if it's a small little, tiny little house, a roof over my head and a way to survive. But, some people say, you don't even want to work for these corporations anyway. You're right, I don't. But, the corporation jobs are the main ones that been rejecting me for years anyway. But, oh yeah, Popeyes was the very first job I had. That was an Illuminati corporation. But, I never got to work at like no Burger King or nowhere. They always reject me. But Subway rejects me. A lot of these jobs reject me. So I think I'm talked a hole in y'all head already.